All right, we're talking with defensive line coach Ray Williams. I'll tell you what, Coach, you've been a part of some great wins in your career as a player and as a coach. How about this one against East Mississippi? How's that one stack up among your other big wins in your career?
Oh, man, this was big. This is real big. You know, as coaches, we can sit here and we can pretend that we had all the answers, but that's all on our kids. Our kids showed up. They showed up to play. They knew, that, it was going to be a fight, and they did just that. They fought it out. And, man, I'm proud of our kids, all of them. They did a good job. They did a real good job.
And I tell you what, everybody got into the act today too. Offense, defense, even the special teams with that game-winning kick at the end by Tyler Jackson. Talk about your defensive line. Very young, but you guys progressed through the year. And I kept on asking during the year, Ray, how are we doing? We're going in the right direction. Talk about this defensive line this year.
Man, we are a mixture of characters. We got a little bit of everything on the D-line, but one thing I can say we know what family is. We play together, we play hard, and tonight, I challenged them to step up, and they did. They stepped up, ended the game with a sack. I'm proud of my guys. I'm proud of y'all. Good job.
Well, thank you. I tell you what, I had a hard time watching there at the end, the field goal attempt. Of course, as the play-by-play guy, I have to watch because I have to call it. What was going through your mind, and what were you doing with that game-winning field goal attempt by Tyler Jackson with 16 ticks left?
All the coaches, if that game was being recorded, all the coaches were, get back, get back. We were trying to keep all the kids on the side. We did not want a penalty. But, yeah, that's what I was doing. I was trying to keep everybody back, so.
Well, what about when the actual kick itself?
I had my eyes closed.
No?
I had my eyes closed.
Eyes closed. Okay, I got you. Sean, I'll tell you what. There are wins, and then there are wins. This was a mighty sweet one against the defending national champs.
Great effort by the kids all night. Thought they played extremely hard. Got some turnovers that were key for us. They came in, wanting to throw the ball deep. I thought we did a good job of taking away their deep passes. We played their screens. Ran the quarterback a little more than we had prepared for, but, I thought our kids answered a lot of challenges, a lot of fourth down stops, down in their territory, got some huge sacks. It was just all around great effort, the whole team effort for that win.
How are you holding up? I mean, my head was about to explode up in the booth. How are you guys holding up on the sidelines?
Well, it was tough because when we kicked the field goal, it's still 17 seconds to go, and our kids think it's over. And I'm trying to get them all back on the field to get them back down because we had to go kick off, and they still had, 17 seconds left or whatever it was. But that's the way to end up a year. I know tomorrow I'm going to get me a good nap after church for sure.
No doubt about that, and give a lot of thanks to the Lord. What a way to end the year. I mean, with all the injuries, that 3-game losing skid in the middle of the year, and then to finish with a 3-game winning streak, that really says a lot about this program.
It did. The kids kept fighting. We wouldn't let them get down as a team, make them practice hard every day, do the little things, and when you do the little things, the big things happen. That's what happened tonight. Didn't get a lot of calls our way early, but eventually we kept plugging, kept fighting. Offense drove down field goal. I knew he was going to make it. I mean, that kid's got Tyler's got ice water in his veins, so I knew we just had to hold on for 2 more plays at the end of the game to hold them there. So overall, great season. We'd like to be undefeated for sure, but 6-3 is a lot of teams like to be 6-3 at the end of the season for sure.
No doubt about that. Congratulations. Great year. Looking back, maybe your best as from a defensive unit as a defensive coordinator here at ICC?
For sure. We struggled my first year here, and then we played a lot better my second year last year. But I think the kids was able to hold on to a lot of sophomores, Brandon Smith, Fred Ward. Had some good freshmen come in for us, Darius White and CJ, and they bought into what we were doing. We went, and I think that was key. Having older guys to know what it's like to play in games like this, not to get their head down, things like that. So couldn't ask for more than what they did all year. Probably one of the most proudest seasons I had as a football coach. All
right, Jason McManus, the offensive coordinator. What a way to wrap up your first year as the offensive coordinator at ICC. Talk about this victory against a East Mississippi team that hadn't lost in 22 games.
Yeah, it's a great team victory, and we are getting better. talked earlier about winning the first 3, going on a 3-game losing skid, and then to win the last 3 and literally be 2 plays away from being 8-1 says a lot about the state of the program, the type of kids we have, the type of coaches we have. Just really proud of everybody, man. It's awesome win.
Well, it really was. The entire ICC family will be celebrating this one for a while. Talk us through that last drive. All right, we jump out 14-0, and then we still lead at halftime, and then they come back. They actually take the lead, and then it goes back and forth. We had to start at our own 11-yard line. Your thought process in charge of that offense going down to that final drive.
You know, we missed some opportunities in the first half. We always seem to make it interesting, but we got a penalty, and we're no huddle anyway, so it's our offense, and we tell our guys, catch it to the sideline, get out of bounds, and Griff did a nice job, and they played a really soft coverage that gave us a chance to create plays, and we play fast every day, and I knew we were going to move the ball. I thought Tobias Lofton was a grown man out there today. That guy showed that he belongs, and couldn't be more proud of him. But we ran the ball on that drive. We had some quick passes. We got out of bounds, and it was just a great execution for the 2-minute offense by Griff. And probably the field goal was a little bit longer than I wanted, but just a great job by Tyler. That guy's really good.
Yeah, I tell you what, Jackson with the big kick. Talk about that offensive line. I'm telling you what, this East Mississippi defense, stout. They've got guys all over on that side of the ball that will be playing in the SEC, and then probably a lot playing on Sunday for pay. No sacks by that offensive line. Talk about the line and how important it was for Griff this afternoon.
Those guys have been up and down and beaten and bruised and hurt and injured, and we've had to patch that group together. But tonight, they did a great job, man. Just competed and showed what type of competitive character they have, and the character they have to fight for their teammates, and we try to be really sound in our protections, and that's one thing we take pride on, is being really sound. And we did a nice job, and those guys really fought, and we are bridging the gap against East Mississippi. That there was no intimidation, that there was no kids that were scared. Our kids will fight. And those guys showed it tonight. They really did.
All right, Tyrone Fox, defensive backs coach. And I'll tell you what, Tyrone, you've had some big wins in your years here at ICC as a coach. How would this one stack up, partner?
Oh, this win is big. We haven't beat East Mississippi since my first year here in 2006. This is a huge win, biggest win ever since I've been here.
How'd you get it done? Let's just talk from a defensive standpoint. And talk about your defensive backs. Their DBs all came in with all the pub, and all of them will be playing in the SEC next year against a very talented wide receiver crew. You guys stood and went toe to toe with those folks.
Well, my guys, they wasn't scared neither, and I have several guys that's gonna play 4-year football as well, Division I football. And with guys like Adrian Ruff stepping in when Pat Malone was hurt, he never winked out. He never practiced at corner, but he played the whole second half. So I can't ask for a better effort from my guys.
I'll tell you what, you've had some talented DBs, and of course Darius Slay got a lot of love earlier today on the worldwide leader in sports, ESPN, on College Game Day. You've had some talented DBs. This group, though, worked so hard for you, and you told me before the year, Will, keep in mind, a lot of these DBs that are starting and playing for us are wide receivers. How did you get them to buy into the system and play at the level that they did this season?
Well, these guys, you take them in from receivers to DB, they already have ball skills. So that's the hardest thing to try to teach. And players like Xavier Walker, Darius White, Terrell Penson, Pat Malone, these guys are skilled players. And so when they saw the big name receivers from East Mississippi, it didn't intimidate them, and they was ready for the challenge. They wanted a challenge.
Well, and they met the challenge, and a congratulations. Great way to end the year. Tyrone, I know their expectations were sky high coming into this year. We were 3-0 at one time, ranked 12th in the nation. We lose those 3 games. My goodness, 2 plays away from being 8-1. I know it's easy to play what if, but a great way to end the year. What does it say about the squad that we finished with a 3-game winning streak?
Oh, great team effort. You can't ask for a better team of guys because everybody have something for each other. It's no one group that stand away and say my group is better. They love each other, they pick each other up when they're down, so you can't ask for a better team.
Congratulations, Tyrone. Great way to end the year.
All right, thanks, Will.